What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're taking the truck from being super low with these pepper pots back to factory height with the old original steel wheels. Way too windy out here. Let's get in the truck and so I can explain what's going on. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are returning, you know me, you know that my whole shtick with this whole truck camping setup thing, my whole thing with this is for this to be absolutely 100% functional, everything to be working as it should. Everything like speed and how it looks comes second in the priority list. The top is functionality. That being said, you know that my dream wheels that I currently have on the truck are the 13-inch pepper pot wheels. Now, when I first put those wheels on, I put them with the original tires that this truck has, which is the 175/70 tires. So they're quite tall profile tires. And with the topper on the back, they scrubbed like a bitch. Scraping like a bitch. And I guess the offset on the pepper pots doesn't help either. So I then bought some brand new tires, the Nankang or whatever tires. I bought those. They are 175/50, so a lot shorter profile tire, and that allows me to drive the truck without scrubbing the tires in the arches. That's a win. That is functional, right? No, it is not functional at all. The reason being is now that I've still got the 13-inch wheels, but because the tire is the 175/50, it brings the truck lower down to the ground. Now, because I have the 1.9 TDI, the PD130, whatever you want to call it, now because I have that engine, which is such a tall engine, it means the oil sump is 3 fingers close to the ground. You can fit just 3 fingers between the oil sump and the floor. The other thing as well is the exhaust that we've installed underneath the truck. That is also in line pretty much with the oil sump, which means if I go over any speed bump at all, it means that the sump is going to take a hit, and then the exhaust is just going to drag on top of that speed bump until I've cleared the speed bump. Not ideal at all, and the same sort of thing happens if there's some sort of dip in the road or a pothole or something. I have to drive ridiculously slow and be constantly looking at the road surface the whole entire time. I know this is the way of the slammed lifestyle or whatever. Some people have messaged me and said, oh, that's just the way it goes. That's how you got to drive your... No, this truck needs to be functional. This truck is not only used for me to go to work every single day and drive over ridiculous roads on the Isle of Wight, which is a shambles, by the way, but also I need to be able to take this truck camping. It needs to go a little bit off-road, not crazy, but just a little bit off-road so we can find some cool camping spots. So I need to be able to have loads of camping equipment in the back. I need to have me and my partner in the front. So this truck cannot go any lower. I don't want to get stuck anywhere in the wild. Now you know all these little reasons for why I need the truck to be the way it is. Remember, this truck is not built for you. It's not built for your friends or anybody that you know. So the truck needs to be tailored to my needs and what I use the truck for. That being said, in an ideal world, yes, I would love to have air ride on the truck. I just do not have the money. Me and Chloe just took her car to the local car garage to have it checked. Turns out it needs a whole bunch of stuff, 2 new wheel bearings on the rear, new shoes, loads of other stuff, and it just tallied up to like £500. We weren't prepared for that cost to come up right before Christmas as well. So some people watching this that want to inject their opinion about you should do this, you should do that. Just bear in mind that everything we do here on this channel is on a budget. I cannot stress that anymore. It's not like I can just go into like AutoZone or O'Reilly's and pick up everything I need, or buy everything off of S&P or whatever. We are on a budget. So what I can do, because in this circumstance, I have a problem right now with the truck. It is nearly undrivable where I live. Okay, there's speed bumps everywhere. There's bumps in the road. The road is ridiculous. How is it that we need to make sure that our vehicles are worthy when the roads themselves aren't worthy for our vehicles? Somebody tell me that, please. Because everything's on a budget, what I can do to overcome this current issue is that because we've got adjustable coilovers on the front and drop plates on the back, I can take the drop plates off and put it back onto, because it's not a flipped axle, and then I can adjust the coilovers to bring it back up to factory height. Then I can put the original steel wheels on with those original 175/70 tires. Sorry for the rant. That's the plan, whether you like it or not, but this truck needs to be functional. I need to be able to drive it. That's not to say I'm going to get rid of the pepper pots. I will keep them aside for the future. If air ride comes into this equation or whatever, do not worry, we're keeping the pepper pots because we spent a lot of money getting them and getting the tires and getting them fitted. So we're not just going to throw the baby out with the bathwater, you know, we're not going to do that. Let's go ahead and let's get the wheels off. Let's bring this baby back up to factory height. Let me just show you as well, I planned to even lower the truck even more. Look at the space we've still got here. Look, little shoe test. Look at that on the back. So yeah, we've got some adjustable coilovers on the front, which my friend Kieran donated to me a while back. On the rear, we've got some 3-inch drop plates that I got from Fast Bunny Metalwerks. Massive shout out to them. They're like one of the only companies across the pond that would ship to the UK without some crazy price tag. So yeah, Fast Bunny Metalwerks, highly recommend them. This is the current height of the truck. Let me show you why this truck is so undrivable. Look at that. 3 fingers, look. 3 fingers, and then you can see the exhaust at the back. That's a shallow sump as well. Show you the exhaust, if I can. I think it's called heat wrap that was wrapped around the exhaust. Obviously, because it's been scraped on speed bumps and stuff so much, it's actually come fully off and it's just dangling on the ground. I think that's because when Matt did the engine swap, we had to put the gear shifter underneath, and it's quite thick, so you had to, you know, the exhaust channel was compromised, I guess. So yeah, this is my issue. Now you might be wondering, why don't you just get 15-inch wheels? Well, I'll tell you why. Is because I just can't afford it right now. I don't have the funds to buy some more wheels, then buy some more tires, and maybe it's something for the future, but right now I can only do what I can afford, and that is just changing the height of the truck and then swapping the old wheels back on. One last shot before we change the height of the truck and take those wheels off. Such a shame, because I love these wheels. If I lowered the truck even more on the front, that sump would be on the ground. One day, air ride, possibly. It's so low I can't even get the jack underneath. How the hell am I going to do this? Get to the chopper! This is totally not ideal. Imagine if I was on the side of the road with like a scissor jack trying to swap over a flat tire with the spare. Jesus. Yikes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace all this at some point. All right. Right, I've never actually done this before, so I think this is the locking one. So do you loosen that one first and then adjust this one? And it wants to go up, right? And then this one goes up as well when you've got your desired height. Hopefully I'm doing that right. All right, so here we go. There, we've got some movement. And I don't really know how high this should go, so. All right, I have raised this one up. And I can comfortably fit my right index finger in there. I'll put one of my old wheels on this side. I'll repeat the process on the other side over there, and I'll adjust the coilovers the same way on the other side, and then see if we need to make any adjustments before tackling the rear drop plates. So let's do this one first. And yeah, all right. We are losing the light. It is 4 p.m. We've done passenger side now, so we've got both sides. We've adjusted both of the coilovers. This is the current height on this side. That's the current height on that side. We've lifted the sump quite considerably, but have we lifted the front enough? Will it be balanced? Or will we need to raise it up even more? Let's find out. Let's take these drop plates off. It is currently like 5 p.m. and it's pitch black. So I'm going to carry on tomorrow so I can show you guys, so you can actually see what's going on. We've got to take the drop plate off on this side and then we're good. I've already taken off the drop plate. There it is. So we're at standard height on the front and back. And I suppose I could show you guys. As you can see, no drop plate. And on the other side, you can see the drop plate right there. So for anybody wondering, anybody new to these trucks, you can see where the drop plates are and kind of how they work. No drop plate, drop plate. So yeah, we're gonna carry on tomorrow, taking off the last drop plate, and I'm going to show you the difference between a UK Caddy rear axle and an American Rabbit pickup axle, and how they are very, very different. All right, see you tomorrow. Okay, it is the next day, and we are taking off this last drop plate. Oh man. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. I bet the Isle of Skye is looking absolutely fabulous right now this time of year with all the orange leaves. Okay. I don't actually have one of those massive, are they called mole grips? There we go. Ideally you need gloves, but I've ran out of mine, so we're going to take out this cotter pin, or you might call it a split pin, but do not panic because we do have a fresh cotter pin, so don't worry if we break this. Forgot one important ingredient, which is that. this in order. Of course it starts to rain. So we've got our 4 bolts here, which is attached to the drop plate on the back. Number 15 socket. God, you fucker! So let's see what's behind door number 2. Gotta be very careful because we've got brake lines on the back. There it is. There's our drop plate. Okay. Oh, these are the ones that have got the Loctite things as well. And number 17 for these. My God. Okay. Gonna need the breaker bar. I need one of those duggers. Hey. There we go. And there we are. The second drop plate. Here we go. That's both the drop plates off. These are 3-inch drop plates from Fast Bunny Metalwerks in Canada. I think that's where they're from. I bought them from their website. This is not a sponsored ad, but I highly recommend, if you're into this sort of stuff, go and check their website out. I'll leave it in the description below. And why is it every time I film, someone wants to join? Anyway, check them out. Okay, so now we just very carefully put things back without the drop plate. This is where it gets very fiddly. See what I mean? This is so fiddly. Oh, oh, for God's sake. Right, they're pretty tight now. Yeah, that's tight. Just gonna put some more car lube on. Oh, it's a bottle of lube. Oh, heaven. So now if we work our way backwards, we've got this, we've got this, then we've got this. Not get too cocky. Now you see we've got one of these and it needs to go in this way. There we go. Now I've heard people say don't put this knot on too tight, but let's see what we can do. Now I'm using a breaker bar, but that's only because I can't be bothered to go indoors and get another ratchet. So just going to do a tiny bit up. See, that still turns freely. We put this back on, making sure that we've still got space to put a fresh split pin or cotter pin in there. Let's try that one. I'm mainly showing this on my YouTube video for the, that's going to be way too thin. I'm showing people this because I know for a fact that there are people watching my videos that are brand new to cars. That's the same size. What a plonker. There's people watching this that are very new to vehicles and owning one of these old vehicles, so just kind of showing you what I'm doing, and I don't really know what I'm doing either, so I'm kind of, the things that I do know, I don't mind putting it on camera. If somebody wants to critique me and show me a better method or better way to do things, I'm all for it, because I love to learn. So yeah, if you see me doing something in my videos that either you don't agree with or you think there's a much better way, please do leave a comment below and educate me and other people watching, and show us or tell us better methods, quicker methods, thorough ways to do things, or safer ways to do things. That would be great. There we go. And that is taking off a drop plate. Now, we put the handbrake back on. Just want to double check, make sure we've got no rattles. Solid. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. It appears we have a flat tyre, which we'll worry about in a second. A little tip for all the new people to cars: when it comes to putting your wheel nuts or wheel bolts on, make sure you do it like this. Do the opposite one. You see what I did there? So that one, that one, that one, that one, or something. Don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, or the other way, because what you end up doing is putting on your wheel in like a crooked way, and it's dangerous. That's my little tip for all the newbies watching this video, and we like to encourage new people to the channel and to the community. So, and of course, we've got someone else ruining the video. This is why I need my own garage and not do things out of a car park. And then when the wheel's on the floor, we then use one of them, tighten them all up. Let's take these jack stands out from underneath the truck. All right, here goes nothing. Down, down, in an early around. You watch that tyre go flat. Jeepers. Tell you what, we got a lot more room at the back. That's never good, is it? Alright, let's sort that out first. Oh, actually, we should probably tighten up every single bolt. We don't want any wheels coming off when we do a little test. Done stopped itself. Okay, we're at 4 o'clock in the Arvo and we are losing the light. So let's have a little look and see where we're at with the ride height. Okay, so I mean, it's obvious that we are raking. I think that's still the term. The front needs to come up a little bit. Adjust them coilovers again until we're at a sort of similar height. God, there is some gap there, isn't there? I mean, shoe test, get my whole fucking leg in there. Oh yeah, before it gets too dark, let me show you the sheer lack of poke. Hopefully I'm using that terminology correctly. That's one thing you get. Original steel wheels and the standard stock suspension is that the tyres are quite skinny and they don't really poke out the arch that much, look. Which I guess, you know, pros and cons. You know, I'm not going to be scraping that. And, but of course, looks wise, we're suffering. But we're going back to sort of stock look, can't we? Oh well, got to do it. Whilst I'm doing this, I might as well tell you about Old Volks. Old Volks Supply, my t-shirt brand. I've just launched the winter collection. I love that I can now get the jack underneath quite comfortably. Yeah, I've launched the winter collection at Old Volks Supply, which is oldvolks.co.uk. I'll throw up on the screen now some of my favourite designs this end of year collection. And you can see what I've been working on. I did about 95% of the designs are done by myself. So yeah, please feel free to check out oldvolks.co.uk. I'll leave a link in the description below. If you order over £50, and you get free delivery anyway. With Old Volks, I don't have the website open all year round. I sort of do like seasonal collections, so I'll do like winter, spring, autumn, summer, and then for the rest of the year, the website will be closed. And if that makes it's just a way to sort of keep costs down instead of having a website open all year round. Get a torch for this. Alright, we've lifted the coilover so you can fit about almost 2 fingers in there, but what I am going to do is get a tape measure and measure this up so I can repeat on the other side, just so that we're equal. Whoa, that is some serious clearance right there. Need to sort out that heat wrap on that exhaust, but I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. But that is pretty close. Not really close, but there was something else I was actually going to ask the viewers, you guys, for comments, opinions. Yes, I'm actually asking for your opinion for once. Thinking of putting some sort of like all-terrain tires on this. Again, please view this video with an open mind and realize that, like I said at the beginning, my reasons for, you know, the things I'm going to be using this truck for are probably a lot different to the average person. You know, I plan on taking this, you know, through the forest and all sorts of off-road sort of type stuff. But bear in mind I've got the 13-inch wheels. Also bear in mind I'm in the UK, where it's becoming increasingly difficult to get 13-inch tyres. But yeah, I just want something to look a bit, maybe I could put up some pictures on the screen right now of just some inspiration that I inspire to maybe transform the truck a little bit more, go for a little truck camping phase, and I don't know, just use the truck for different things and without worrying if I'm gonna get stuck and stuff. I found some tires on eBay, which seem to be like the only ones that I can sort of find and afford, so I'll put that on the screen as well so you can see. I'm just a little bit worried because the title on the eBay listing says like trailer tires, van trailer tires and stuff, so wasn't sure if they'd be suitable, but you know, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to hear what you guys think. Some of you have said that I don't want crazy knobbly tires, just something that's like, you know, rough and ready. Something that's like, maybe not mud terrain, but like, you know, something that's tough and big and chunky. I mean, these are chunky, but they're for highway use. I don't know if there's a HT, highway terrain. Is that what it stands for? I know there's people out there, like the guy that does budget builds. He's got that black a late Westie with the big old tires on. I was speaking to him on Facebook, but since then I have actually quit all social media, so YouTube is now my only source of, you know, social media, so to speak. So I'm just thinking, like, if you guys know of any sort of tires you can recommend, bearing in mind I'm in the UK. I know there's loads of options in America, but that could be very difficult to get hold of and pricey. I don't know, it's just an idea right now. It's not something in concrete that I definitely want to do. It's just, you know, I don't mind the idea of having big old off-roading tires. All right, we're about the same length here, so let's put the wheel on and see where we're at. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Standard ride height again, pretty much. What we can do is we can measure from the center here to there. So let's go ahead. About, yeah, 14.5 inches. 14.5 inches. Look at that. It is now raining. It is pitch black, and we have adjusted the coilovers, taken the drop plates off. And if I can do it in the pitch black, wet rain in a car park, you can do it in the comfort of your garage with the light on, the heating on, etc. I don't claim to be some mechanical expert. I'm literally a novice. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. What do you reckon? Are we ready to go proper camping? Are we ready to charge at any speed bump? All right, what I am going to do is take this for a little test drive, make sure the wheels don't fall off, make sure the truck doesn't collapse, and then I am going to keep an eye on that back wheel. I'm probably going to go see my friend Sean to get that back tyre sorted out. But yeah, one thing I am going to do, which I'm trying to stay on top of, is keeping my tools clean, like wiping them down. I've heard people in the past say to use some oil and a rag to like clean your socket sets and stuff. So if anybody has any tips or suggestions, at the moment I'm just using WD-40. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but it did get very grimy today. So if anybody has any suggestions, before I forget, I need to make sure that I've tightened all the wheel nuts. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions with tips on how to keep your tools clean, let me know in the comments below, amongst all the other comments about everything I've done today. I should also say as well, if you have noticed that I've done something wrong or unsafe, please comment below. I would love to know how to do things better. I'm all for learning. So yeah, please do feel free to let me know what I could do better next time round. Thanks. Sorry for all the noise. All right. Hopefully the wheels don't fall off. Here we go. Test drive. Going to the local supermarket. Oh man, I forgot how high up you are. It's pretty high and bouncy. It is like very bouncy. And we're off. I think we're going to be all right, guys. I think we're going to be okay. There's something so very sketchy about test driving a vehicle after a novice. I wouldn't even say novice. I'm a newbie. I'm an absolute noob at this car shit. So when I've done something, I don't have 100% confidence in what I've done. Hopefully, we're gonna be okay. I know I repeat myself a lot when I do these videos, but if I can do it, anybody else can, seriously. I'm not the sharpest spoon in the drawer. If I can do this, I know you can as well. Oh look, there's a Subaru Brat that just went past me. You don't see many of those nowadays. But anyway, we're at the supermarket now. Yeah, like, to some of you watching this, you're probably well-versed mechanics or whatever, but there's a lot of people that watch this channel, they watch these videos, and they are going through the same sort of issues or doing the same sort of jobs as me. And I know that I've spoken to some of you and they feel not scared, but you know, I get it. Like, some of the things, some of the little jobs that we do, they're quite major, and you don't want to mess it up. And breathe. Another job done. To some, that was probably something really, really easy, but for me, I feel quite accomplished, and I appreciate you guys for watching this long. Ooh, we're back to the standard height. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button below. And if you're new here, please do hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on, because some of you, my videos aren't coming up on your feed. So if you could just hit the notification bell, that way you get notified when I have uploaded a new video. Please do get involved, leave a comment below. Like, let's not have any arguments, but let's all come together as a community. Go in the comments. Should I go for the all-terrain tires? Should I get beefy tires? How big can I go? What do you got? Oh wow, look at this bounce. Oh my goodness me. Like I said, anything you've noticed in the video, if I've done it wrong or unsafe, please let me know so I can do better next time. And of course, like I said, I have just released the winter collection at oldvolks.co.uk. It's all Volkswagen inspired clothing. The website's going to be open for 1 month, and I think you're going to enjoy some of the sort of Christmassy Volkswagen designs that I've got on there. There we go. So thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Bonus footage.
I made it back from the supermarket. My goodness, look how high it is. Oh well, at least I don't feel like a cripple getting in and out of the truck now. But no, I thought I'd show you where we're at with the sump. Before, we had 3 fingers and then it was the ground. And now we could probably fit 2 hands in between the sump and the ground, so bonus. And as for the exhaust, which you can now see, by the way, see all that heat wrap or whatever the hell that's called. I'm gonna have to jack the truck up again and just take all that off, because that is just, oh, that's horrible, isn't it? You can see how low the exhaust is compared to the body of the truck. We're slowly getting there, guys. We're getting there. Thus concludes today's video. Thank you for watching again. And now I'm gonna have a nice Radox bath, because I've earned it. See ya.